You've likely heard of the wildly popular Netflix television series Squid Game from South Korea. The series follows men and women drowning in financial debt who are competing in children's games. In the end, only one can win, while the losers are instantly killed. Back when it was first conceived in 2009, it was considered to be unreal, a fantasy. And now, after Netflix produced it, its creator says, "It's a sad story, but the world has changed so much in the last decade that people think these stories are real." 111 million people intensely watch their favorite characters lose and face death. They don't close their eyes, don't turn off their screens, nothing like that. They just keep watching.
They can't take their eyes off it.
Can't take their eyes off it. Yes, they keep watching, fall in love with their heroes who are then killed. Again and again. That's what's happening. Even kids started to play this game. They call it red light, green light, and beat up those who lose.
Good game, I'd say. Educational.
Good, kind game indeed.
Yes.
So that's humanity.
Yes.
Is that who we are? TV shows like these wouldn't be conceived if we weren't in demand of them, correct?
Well, I think we're even worse. Because we want to kill one another without any games.
In this show, it's part of the game.
Even so, an individual enrolls himself in the contest by choice. He enters it hoping to win and kill the other player. However, in the end, he loses and dies. But in a sense, here he has free will.
He still hopes for something.
Yes, he shows that he hopes to win and kill the other player.
To kill the other player, that's right.
That is, it's a game on equal terms.
Oh my.
On equal terms, that's right. If I win, I kill you. If you win, you kill me. And so we play a game according to the rules.
So what about our world?
In our world, no. In our world, I want to kill someone without playing, knowing in advance that I'm going to kill.
But I don't want that.
What do you mean you don't?
I mean, does a person really want to kill another?
Basically, if we remove all the filters that cloud our relationships, we would see how we are killing one another.
So you're saying that if our thoughts were suddenly exposed, it would be a horrific world?
Without a doubt.
That's why we were given a gift, so we cannot know our own and other people's thoughts.
Yes.
So when a person enters this game, it becomes a part of him. Maybe that liberates him.
And he becomes purer, better.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Perhaps there really is some sort of a system behind it, because the screenwriter and director say, such is our world. They don't deny it. So maybe by showing things such as these, we facilitate a kind of cleansing, or not. A thought might appear in one's head such as, this is how I am, as you said, and he will be horrified.
No, I don't think that anyone will be horrified. Everyone will get used to it and start behaving as such, starting with little children.
At what point does the moment of empathy arise in us?
When I put myself in a position of the other, then there's a possibility for some empathy, but no more than how I assess the environment and see that I am in a better position.
If you were given the authority and you were asked to ban or to promote it, what do we do now with these kinds of shows, with this sort of entertainment?
What does it mean if I were given the authority? Simply banning it or promoting it?
Won't make any difference?
No difference at all. If I were given full authority, you know what I would do? A human being must be transformed. Instead of learning from his own horrible mistakes that will ultimately leave
scars.
Not only scars, only a handful of people will remain on the face of the earth, and they will start with the realization, not with new knowledge, but with the pain that has accumulated in them throughout the destruction of the entire humanity. When out of billions of people, there will only remain
a few 100,000, correct?
A few 100,000, yes.
And they will shoulder the entire pain, yeah?
Yes, they will learn and will be able to orient themselves properly.
So do we ban such things or not? What do you think?
No. I think all of these works of art should exist, though in parallel with a very serious endeavor aimed at explaining our nature, why things like that are created and whether or not they correctly portray our condition.
And in this way, a sense of wisdom will emerge in a person?
Of course, yes, relative to his understanding of the existing situation.
And if he understands why he watches films like that, do you think a realization will follow?
Yes, it's important that in parallel to it, we keep talking about it.
Here I am, watching it because that's my nature. That's right, that's the wisdom of it. A person will realize that this is why he is watching, because that's who he is, correct?
This has to be viewed through the lens of Kabbalah, nature, and so on.
In any event, one way or another, we will realize that educating a person is necessary in conjunction with everything that our humanity does, correct?
Yes, let him do his thing. Otherwise, we won't learn.
I see. So we're going to face the fact that there's nothing good about us, correct?
Of course.
We will have to realize it?
Yes, the most important thing here is to realize that our human nature is pure evil. In fact, even things that seem to be good to us are no more than a form of sophisticated egoism.
It's a kind of mask?
The ego that still hides all savagery within us.
And then we will ask for strength to exit this state of being?
Then we will ask, and then we will seriously begin to show interest in a method that will allow us to correct ourselves.